Can I get a roll call, commissioners?
The roll call sheet. I didn't. Oh, Commissioner Davis.
Here.
DeWise, Fisher, Grillo, Parikh. Councilwoman Roberts.
Yes.
Scott, Chairman Zabrowski.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you.
Mhm.
We have the minutes from our previous meeting of September 11th, 2025. I hope everybody has had an opportunity to review those. Are there any needs for any edits to those minutes? If not, I would entertain a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second? Thank you. Roll call.
Mr. Davis. Ms. Fisher. Mr. Parikh.
Yes.
Councilwoman Roberts.
Abstain, I was not here.
Mr. Scott. Chairman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Great, thank you.
With the permission of the commissioners, I'd like to go out of order if possible. I see we have guests here this evening, and I'd like to ask Mr. Wisniewski to come up. I know he wanted to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, commissioners, staff. John Wisniewski, Wisniewski and Associates, representing Tova Living. I believe on your agenda, you're going to talk about or consider a form of redevelopment agreement to supplement the conditional redevelopment designation for Tova that was made several months ago. When we were here last month, there were some developments that precluded immediate action on that agreement. I've been speaking with your attorney, Mike Baker. I believe the language changes that were necessary have been agreed upon in the draft redevelopment agreement. I just wanted to point out to the commissioners that one of the difficulties, no matter how the redevelopment agreement is worded, is my client is a party to a contract to buy the contract from the current property owner. And being able to make definitive decisions prior to closing that deal is important. But at the same time, this property will need zoning changes, which have not yet happened. And so this agreement will say that there should be changes made. And the hope is that those changes will be sufficient to allow the type of development that's proposed. And the other issue was the progression of the affordable housing. Municipalities adopted its affordable housing plan subsequent to our initial informal meeting, which changed somewhat the economics for my client. And so that part is still to be determined, essentially. And so we're just hoping that we can get at some point a definitive timeline so that we can intelligently deal with our counterparties saying, you know, it's going to take this much time to either A, deal with changing the redevelopment plan and or dealing with affordable housing.
In essence, Mike, this is another step in the process from our previous meeting and moving forward, correct?
Correct, Chairman. The process began with the designation of the redeveloper in May. The next step is the approval of the redevelopment agreement, which is before you tonight. The next step is Vina and I work with Mr. Wisniewski and his client on a redevelopment plan amendments, because right now the plan doesn't allow residential housing and the lot is undersized. So basically this project couldn't be built without the changes being made. That's going to take several months, probably will get us towards the end of the year. And then there's the affordable housing aspect of it, which can take some additional time because the town is going through that process and their plan is being challenged right now by Fair Share Housing. So that'll just, if I can jump to the resolution for a second, on your desk tonight, staff dropped a one pager which amends paragraph 4 that's colored with red and yellow. Red is how I had originally written it. Yellow is how Mr. Wisniewski and I ended up with it. The reason for the change is, while we don't know all of the changes that will be needed because we have to review the plan, and Vina and I have to work that out. We do know that we have to permit residential, and we do know we have to change the size of the lot. So I've included that in the language of the paragraph. And with those changes, I'm good with it.
Sorry, and so are we. Again, the only other issue for us is when we first talked, we were talking about 15% affordable. Now the plan adopted says 20% affordable and all special needs. And initially we had agreed, Chairman had asked, would we do some special needs? Sure, we'll do some. Now we're being asked to do all, which is again, a different economic calculation for my client.
Thanks, Sean.
Okay. And I have these,
For Vina?
I'll give them to Vina.
Thanks.
Chairman, members, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wisniewski. Mike, would it be okay if we move to the resolution and ask any, see if the commissioners have any questions?
You can go in whatever order you would like, Chairman.
Just to continue this conversation and to move forward with the resolution itself, which would be 2025-10.40.
0.40.
I'm going to open that up for discussion or questions from our commissioners.
Just to be clear, this is the one that was previously going to be a warehouse off of Main Street on that very rocky self-storage
Correct.
lot. And again, we're going to change the zoning, so it's a less land area necessary for it.
Right now, there's a minimum lot size for development there. It doesn't meet that requirement, so we would have had to change it for the other project as well. Same lot size change would have had to be made.
And how much are we looking at for affordable housing in this particular project?
Right now, your plan says 20%. When they started working on the project, it said 15%.
Okay, because we did have an ordinance that says 20%.
So I've been talking with the borough's affordable housing planner on how we're going to make this work both for the developer and for the borough's plan. So
Okay.
more to come on that.
Okay, and I don't recall TOVA being part of the affordable housing plan specifically. That just might be my miss, or is it in
No,
there?
you're good. There's a unmet needs section, and it says something along the lines of Gillette expansion. We kind of think it's going to be this, and we kind of think it's going to be 20, and we kind of think there's going to be 16 special need. So it wasn't a hard part, but it was a soft comment in the affordable housing plan.
And have we coded, this project starts at this board. Have we coded it so that we can track it across all of our boards? Is it, if it progresses to carry along, and if not, just stays with us?
Our number coding starts, as you can see, it's gonna be 20, 25, 10, I mean, 40. like
And
that.
that's the resolution coding. I was talking about a project coding.
We did get a project code, that's not a problem, but we are the starting point. But
Mhm.
with that coding will continue further down with the town, with the planning board,
Mhm.
then, yeah.
Okay, because I think I would like to see that started as soon as we start discussion of a project, because we have multiple iterations of discussions here. And I've heard it called Gillette in some conversations, and heard it called TOVA in some conversations. And I'd like clarity so that we all know which project we're talking about.
You are correct about that, the naming. We're still struggling with the old part of the escrow process, but I think we'll have to create something that has a name of developers or name of the project. So we'll figure out, talking to developers, what exactly they're gonna be calling it. Is it TOA or is it Gillette Manor 4? And then we'll create a project name that can be carried through planning board, zoning board, town, and everything.
The multiple iterations that
Yeah.
it comes across this board,
Yeah.
this commission, because this is the second time that I've seen it. One is Gillette and one is TOVA. So
Okay.
Ken, did you have comment?
Yes, what is, we define special needs that they have? What we talked about? What was that?
That's a very good question.
Okay. Okay, thank you. You don't know either, right?
It's not particularly well-defined
Okay.
by statute.
Yeah.
I think I may be sorry I brought it
It
up.
would be better probably have our affordable housing
Yes.
consultant to provide that.
And you have to fit it into the criteria for subsidies that the tenants would get or the developer get to allow the folks to live in the apartment. So there is a definition, but it's not anything
Well, you kept
great.
it vague for purpose.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman,
And,
Yes.
I have a question for our attorney. Subsection 34, counterparts. Can you clarify that on the resolution?
So
Counterparts, we have all these different, I guess addendums that will be added to this contract. Does that section encompass adding it to the original contract? 34.
was that a what page? It's paragraph 34?
Page 13.
Yeah. It's on page 13 of the
Agreement.
agreement.
Oh, that means that everybody doesn't have to sign on the same page. The chairman can sign one page, the developer can sign their page, and then we can swap.
And that doesn't, it's not talking about the different, like if we change, like they talking about changing the name from,
No.
from.
That's just that you don't all have to sign on the same page. You can sign on two different pages. Good question.
Donna?
yeah, I just, the other variance, I believe I recall from this project is also the height of the building in that location. It's going to exceed the, typical zoning, so that would be another variance for this project.
That may be one. You may also have issues on parking. There may be setbacks.
That was my next couple of
There's a whole
questions.
slew of.
They haven't come up
issues.
yet, Donna.
So, and that's what I just wanted to clarify. Those questions will come up today. We are not, we're not accepting all of that. We are just accepting the redeveloper, and that those discussions for whether or not those variances will be accepted will happen in the future.
Correct. And the idea would be to not have them be variances, but actually have them be amendments. So a variance wouldn't be needed. And the good thing about the way the agency runs in our agreements is any change to the plan has to come back here. And the developer's plan and any change to the redevelopment plan comes here first before it goes to the council and planning board. So you all get to see everything first.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I wanted that out there because we tend to have a lot of misinformation go out. So I'm glad that we've clarified that here. So thank you.
I appreciate that, Donna. Any other questions or comments? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Roll call?
Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Ms. Fisher?
Yes.
Mr. Parikh? Yes. Councilwoman Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Chairman Zabrowski?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to our attorney's report.
Chairman, there's one other thing I would like to discuss with the commissioners tonight, and that's resolution 10-41. If you'll turn to the, pull out the presentation that Justin had and turn to the page that looks like this, the red outline.
We all have read out.
The skinny red outline.
What's the name?
I'm sorry, it's parcels D through K, goal, part of Riverton, yes, sorry. Yeah, I got it. We good? Are we good down there?
Someday we'll get-
Okay. If you look up to the top and come around the hook that drops down, that parcel A, in the very lower left-hand corner, you'll see an area that looks disturbed. Yeah, you can't see what it is here, but it's a whole slew of parked cars from the auto body place that is there. About 15 years ago, the agency entered into a contract to sell that little sliver to the property owner who runs the auto body shop there, and they've been using it for probably 20 years before that. So it was carved out of the park property that the borough, the county, and the state purchased with Green Acre funds. And SERA entered into a contract to sell it. We've been holding their deposit money for 15 years, Anthony? About 15 years.
I don't know where that is.
It's there. Wayne knows where it is. We've been holding their deposit money while we wait for the remediation of the site to be done so that everything can be released. We're almost at that point now. So we've reached out. Anthony's been handling the contract since the beginning. Reached out to the other side and said, we're getting ready to be able to sell to the closing. And they said, great, we'd like to take title under a different corporate name. There's reasons people do that, insulation liability, financing, plenty of other reasons to do that. So we don't have any problem with doing that. The deal from 15 years ago is that SERA gets, I believe, 2/3 of the profit, 2/3 of the money from the purchase. Riverton SSA gets 1/3 of the money because they actually paid for the property when it was purchased. So 2/3, 1/3 split. So that'll be an extra couple $100,000 to SERA, which should make Camacho happy. He's happy. Okay. So that's all that this is. We had hoped, and Hamacho asked me to go back and talk to Dave and Anthony and the purchaser about can we get access to parcel A through there, and we can't. There's a steep slope. There's a water feature, so it really doesn't benefit us to keep it. So we're recommending that we go ahead and approve this, and then once the environmental issue is resolved, it'll be closed and we'll get some money. We meaning the agency, not we meaning.
You got enough. Can't get any more.
Any questions or comments for our attorney's report? If not, moving on. Engineers report, Justin and David. Justin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Work continues at the Riverton site. As you saw on my slideshow, they've done fine grading for the parking lot for Bass Pro, for Peter Fisher Boulevard, and for Riverton Boulevard. And work continues in the interior of the Bass Pro. So they're moving along. And also in positive news, Middlesex County approved the speed reduction for Main Street as of Monday. I've been told that they should change the signs pretty immediately. So maybe as soon as next week, you'll see the new signs and some possible additional signage. And I've also been in communication with the borough about additional traffic calming measures. Thank you.
That's great work. We appreciate that. And any questions or comments for our engineer?
Along with his comments about Main Street.
You want me to do that one, Munch?
No, I'll explain to commissioners. There's a resolution 2025-10-39 on the agenda where this is sort of continuation of what Justin reported on Main Street. If you recall, when we put together budget 2025 budget, we had allocated $100,000 to do some of the work in the Main Street area, assist the borough in doing some work in downtown. Unfortunately, none of those materialized. We did have a couple of companies communication that didn't happen. And so that $100,000 is in the bank. Borough has certain needs of the funds. I don't know, there was some difficulties in certain areas. And so we need to move in order for us to give the borough money. After conversation with Mike, that we need to do the transfer, free up the money out of capital into this sort of an operating, and then give it to the borough so they can use it. So that's that resolution. And I just wanted to explain that along with that, because we are now talking about, Justin's talking about good thing is happening on Main Street. We'll focus in the next year's budget. At some point, we'll if we decide to do something, then we'll come back to, we can always, after the adoption of the budget, we can come back and add money to help borough in improvement of the hardscape on the Main Street area. But I would request that Commissioner approve this transfer so we can assist borough.
And Commissioners, it's the same 100,000 that you've appropriated. It's just moving it from a capital side to an operational side. So it's a sort of bookkeeping thing. But we can't make the contribution unless we amend our budget.
Any other questions or comments for our engineers report? Not moving forward to our planner.
Talking about Main Street, I'm just done with the Grossman and Main Street area investigation study. We just scheduled it for November Planning Board public hearing. The notice has gone out, the first notice. I'm wrapping up the Sunshine Biscuit redevelopment plan, so the council should see that in November. We also met with an interested developer on the Ernston Road and mini mall area. And I have started working on the redevelopment plan. With each redevelopment plan, once I'm ready with the draft, I'll share it with Justin. You go over it for site plan issues. But when I write the plan, it's basically on the conceptual plan. The expectation is that by the time the draft is ready, they have engineered plans for you to look at, so that before they come to SERA for a presentation, you have reviewed it as well as I have reviewed it. So 3 of them going on, and now what I hear is, and after talking to Mike, TOBA is also a priority. So I'll start reviewing the redevelopment plan for TOBA too. So 4 of them in line. And also, the most important thing, I know there is a lot of interest in the transit village designation or that area investigation study, which is also part of the affordable housing plan. So at the next meeting, I would want some sort of resolution authorizing me to start working on that area investigation study, because from what I know is most of the ordinances related to affordable housing must be in place by 31st of March. So I think it's time that we start looking at least the area investigation for the transit village.
We'll put together a resolution, give us a draft. then
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
take
give
it
the
together.
draft with the block and lot numbers. And there has been some interest from developers in that properties. So keeping our fingers crossed.
Questions or comments for our planner? If not, executive director's report, is that going to be Zach?
My able assistant will take care of it.
Okay.
All right. We're in the final stages of launching the SERA website, seranj.gov. The mobile application is completed, and it either is available for download or should be available for download very shortly. I believe we have a meeting with Apogee next week to kind of finalize everything. Thank you to Justin and Dave for creating this redevelopment area worksheet that you presented on, because I think we'll add that to the website so people have more information about the redevelopment
Need
area.
electronic.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Also, the Main Street speed limit reduction was approved by the county. The borough received the formal resolution that the commissioners passed. And then my last point is the Riverton BDA Steering Committee meeting has been postponed. It was scheduled for October 7th. It will be scheduled for a date in the future.
Thank you, Zach. Imagine? No. Questions or
Oh,
comments?
the only thing I want to announce,
Of course there is.
yes, yes. I have announced the changing of date for the Festival of Lights. We are, now Jamie, myself, Zach, we're heavily involved in planning of that event. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, this Sunday, we're going to have a nor'easter and we're going to be rained out. Nothing can be done. We may have a emergency declared by the state. So we're moving the date to October 19th. I thought John would be able to make it that day, but you already announced he can't.
I have a comment. Any
Thank you.
questions, or comments for either Zach or Himanshu or? Otherwise, we're going to move on to authorization of payment of bills. We have a total amount of $27,664.10, which is broken down to operating total of $23,088.10 and an escrow of $4,576. Is there any questions or comments in relationship to the payment of bills? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
I make a motion.
Motion and seconded. Roll call.
Mr. Davis. Ms. Fisher,
Yes.
Mr. Parikh,
Yes.
Councilwoman Roberts,
Yes.
Mr. Scott, Chairman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, under 11, we have a discussion for the 2026 meeting schedule. Himanshu?
The meeting schedule is included in the package. It's the same second Tuesday of the month. Huh?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Second Thursday.
Second Thursday, sorry, not Tuesday, second Thursday. And so, I guess next meeting, we need to adopt it, and then we're gonna have to publish it
Publish it.
before they be.
Two papers.
Yeah, so,
We don't get a summer vacation.
Stop the publishing paper.
no, what we have decided is that this year, we were planning for vacation. Then a lot of things came about and we had to take action, but Commissioner, we will certainly make, attempt to cancel a meeting. We can easily cancel a meeting. It's more hard to add a meeting, create a special meeting, but it's always easy to cancel. So if nothing is going on in August, unlike this year, then we'll give you the vacation.
And the chairman raised a good question that Anthony can have someone look at with the new notice provision and online publishing. Do we have to still do the annual dates?
Okay, I was going to ask Jess as well.
Yeah, Jess will know.
So she'll know, exactly. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Are we adopting tonight or just this?
No, this is for, we'll adopt it next meeting. There's no resolution. We'll put the resolution next, we're good next meeting, adopting it next meeting.
So there's no
Also,
reason.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
on your schedule, you have the workshop scheduled at the same time as the actual meeting. Don't the workshops start earlier?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. The 6:30 is our regular meeting, 6 o'clock is the workshop.
Okay, but this says that our regular meeting was start at 7.
That would have worked out for today.
Oh, I don't know. Mayor and council. This is the mayor and council.
This is mayor and council, this is not.
I printed the wrong schedule.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry,
you just making sure we're all.
Jamie and I will look over everything before, yeah.
Good to make sure that we're accountable. That's all
No,
good.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm not with a couple of schedules.
No problem.
all good. So we'll move on then to adoption of resolutions. We have 2025-1039, resolution authorizing the CFO to make transfers in the authority budget for the fiscal year 2025, January 1, 2025 to December 31, 2025. That is the previously discussed transfer from, which was capital to operational. Any questions or comments related to that? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Roll call?
Mr. Davis. Ms. Fisher. Mr. Parikh. Councilwoman Roberts. Mr. Scott. Chairman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Thank you.
We've already approved 2025-10.40, so we're going on to 2025-1041. This is a resolution of the Borough of Saraville approving the Saraville Economic and Redevelopment Agency to sign addendum to agreement with Economy Auto Incorporated. That again is something that Mike had previously discussed. It's, I guess in essence, a need because of a name change that was requested by Economy Auto. So is there any additional questions or comments related to this? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
Make a motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Davis.
Yes.
Ms. Fisher. Mr. Parikh. Councilwoman Roberts. Mr. Scott. Chairman Zabrowski.
Yes. On to 2025-10.42, introduction of 2026 authority budget resolution. Before we take any motion, Himanshu, any comments?
No, I mean, this is an introduction. next meeting, we'll have a public hearing and adoptions. So there is, and generally an introduction of budget or ordinance, there is no discussion. But briefly, just to tell, we did discuss the plan. This is just in a state format. We talked about the budget last meeting, and everybody was in agreement, and that's why we prepared the budget for introduction. And then we can have more discussion at the public hearing. And if needed, right, we can obviously amend it if we need to at that point. Generally, our always taking vacation Wayne is not here. But he'll be here next meeting, and you'll be able to answer any questions on a financial. I think our financial position remains strong. And so, the budget is in line with our strong financial position.
With that explanation, can I get a motion to approve?
Chairman, before we move forward, can I make a recommendation that for resolutions that are going to have an introduction and then an approval, that we separate it as we do on the council, so that we can better track which ones got approved versus introduced?
We could separate, the resolution title, but generally in authority, it's not the same format as borough, but we can certainly put in a separate section for that.
Yeah, I'd like
Sure.
to see that, things that called out, so that we
Yeah.
can follow more consistently. That's all
Sure.
right. And with that, I would make a motion to approve.
Second,
Second.
roll call?
Mr. Davis.
Yes.
Ms. Fisher.
Yes.
Mr. Parikh.
Yes.
Councilwoman Roberts. Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Chairman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now finally, 2025-1043, resolution of appointing Jamie Kurtz as recording secretary. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Kurtz, we welcome her to our family and to our team here. We're looking forward to working with you a very long time. We know that you're going to be an extremely valuable person to this team moving forward.
I just want to add, I know we have personnel committee, and I want to inform the steps that is taken in hiring Jamie. It was first, the position is, we share service with the borough. The position was internally advertised in the borough. They didn't have any candidate there. Then it was published on site, and we had about 7 or 8 applications came in. There were more. Zach and the personnel director at the borough initial interview. I was involved in the second interview, and I can tell you Jamie was one of the best candidate. And I can further tell you that the steps that was taken by borough, where we did some test on a skill test also, and she came through with the flying colors. So welcome. We're looking forward to Denise, second Denise in our.
Do you have any comments or?
Forward to working with everyone.
Fantastic. Can I get a motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Davis. Ms. Fisher.
Yes.
Mr. Parikh.
Yes.
Councilwoman Roberts.
Congratulations, yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Chairman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Thank you.
On to commissioners' comments. Are there any comments for the commission this evening from our commissioners?
I'm looking forward to the rest of the presentation to see the other parts of the plans and options. That was a very nice presentation. Thank you.
I have a question, Mr. Chair.
Sure.
That is for Justin, I believe. There's a sign at the end of Main Street Extension in Chevalier, and it says no U-turn. Will that sign be changed once they open up? What is it, Riverton Boulevard, whatever, will that sign be changed? Take it down, it's a county sign, a state sign, or whoever has that sign right at the entrance of the exit to the parkway.
No, I believe that sign is final, that it's designated for no U-turns for safety purposes. That was approved by the DOT. So there's. Dave, can you confirm that?
Yeah, I think the signs that are up there currently are based upon a temporary condition. meaning until the roads are open and allowed to drive on. That's just right.
Moving on, can I get a motion to open to the public?
Motion.
All in favor? Opposed? To help keep this meeting as organized as possible, we ask members of the public to approach, state your name, and strive to limit your comments to 5 minutes. All comments this evening should refer to redevelopment and agenda items per the NJSA 10:4-12A and the Saraville Economic and Redevelopment Agency rules. In the event a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made during regular business hours with the agency's office. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth.
Mhm.
Anybody from the public wishing to speak? Anybody from the public wishing to speak? One more time? No, seeing none. Kevin, any comments for us? I did see we had some social media. Appreciate that. Yeah. Please.
Good evening, commissioners and professionals. I have been posting to our social media account. There's articles that have been coming out about Riverton, so I posted that to the social media. I've also, every month, has been taking the executive director's report, kind of turning that into an article and posting that to our website as well. I haven't posted that to social media yet, but that's something we can look to do in the future as well. This month, I've also been helping Hamashu and Zach with filming some promos for the Festival of Lights, as well as 2 episodes of the Conversations with Kennedy podcast for the mayor as well. So any way I can help the borough or SERA with, I guess, AV or videography or whatever, I'll do my best to do that. So thank you. Have a good night.
Well, Kevin, we still have to
A new one?
redo the commissioner's comments and then
Yes,
staff
yes.
introductions.
Yes,
and
we do have to
et
do,
cetera.
we have to
Yeah.
do a new one for that.
We'll get back to that.
And I know, Chairman, last time we spoke, you wanted to do something based off of this presentation. Then I think it would be valuable as well.
Yeah.
So that's something we can discuss in the future. Thank you. Have a good night.
Can I get a motion to close the public portion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
We don't have any reason for executive meeting, so can I get a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Justin, do you